we do have one of the founders of Turntable Chart. Okay, we have the founder of Turntable Chart. KD is here with us. I remember, I remember hearing the news and yeah, man, and hitting him up like, yo, what is this about? KD, are you here? Real quick, we're gonna get to other speakers real quick, but I want to hear from KD, bro. KD, how far, man?
Yeah, man. I'm good. Good evening.
You're good. Good evening. I hope you're healing from Spain's from De La Fuente yesterday.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
coach
man.
knows how to spoil a good thing. It's not.
Yeah, bro. You be like that sometimes, man. You
But
be
yeah,
like
yeah. It's good for. They say it's good for character development.
that.
You
Indeed, indeed.
you don't want people. You don't want people to think you can win the World Cup, so you lose nations.
Yeah, sure, man. Sure, man.
Yeah, 3D chess, like you lose the small ones to win the bigger ones.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Billboard. Are you excited for a healthy competition?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I mean, I generally like Billboard.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I like Billboard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a
Right.
fan of Billboard and all things Billboard. So it means that, yeah, that's a fan of that. I would like to see her.
Yeah.
And I think earlier somebody mentioned something around like there should be more protection into what people can do, like foreign investment and all that, so that you protect uh, the local participants in the markets. But
Right.
I mean, I've always seen it as a. I mean, yes, obviously, there's so many things that like the Nigerian government can do better in terms of like, because you realize that like you go to a lot of. There's I don't want to go into the Nigerian side of the Nigerian
Right.
government side of things. It's a rabbit hole that will not leave, and you just realize that there's so much fucked up things. But generally, I don't typically believe in like restrictions of how people can. I believe in free market, and people
Yeah.
should be able to come to a market and
Yeah.
do their part. I mean, obviously, yes. I mean, dog eat dog. The big whale hits the small fish and all of that. So there's a
That's a
tendency that
backwards.
if you're coming into markets that you might, especially if you're a foreign company, you might come into with like a lot of big cash. But I feel like if you can, even the big cash will probably still help the local markets at the end of the day. So there's always like a plus to even when like a big company enters into a market and try to get their own share of what exists in a foreign land. So
Right.
on that end, yes, I would say I don't mind like even if the roles were reversed. Like if I was at Billboard, I would want to come to Nigeria. So
Right. Right. Okay.
like I thought they should have. I mean, I know they were coming, so I figured they would come at some point. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
on that end, yes, I don't think I don't see it as an issue.
Gotcha.
Or I don't think there should be restrictions into how they can operate within the market or try to divest and make them sort of like 50% should be owned by Nigerians. Like let these niggas do whatever they want, because at the end of the day, there's going to be like a. I mean, even Turntable would have plans to expand,
Yeah.
and now we have to. Yeah, so
Fair enough. Makes sense. I know like part of the reaction to the news of Billboard coming to Africa, kind of even raised the questions of, oh, will Billboard reach out to Turntable, and I don't know if you've seen those ideas of collaboration floating around with that. What's your energy
I've seen a
towards
lot of
that?
things.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of things, even in the midst of the whole. I mean, the 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 Yamal and the. I mean, I was still. Yeah. I saw a lot of things. Both the folks that think that it's like the Turntable on the ones that think that Turntable would react, or the ones that feel like they're excited to see Billboard. I've seen everything. Yeah. So and in terms of collaboration, no, I don't like that kind of collaboration. I would prefer competition to collaboration. I think everybody should put their products in the market and let the people decide. And if that person is right, the person has said something about Billboard coming to a market. Like obviously it's Billboard. Like everybody, like the idea of chatting, the first thing that comes to your mind is Billboard. So yes, if they're coming to a market, it gives them a head start to in nowadays, because people would readily believe it's their big brand. There's probably money to throw around and do a lot of things. But yeah, at the end of the day, there's always a way around like everything that you can do, and put the product out and see how the market reacts. So no, I don't. Maybe before, yes, there were like talks about collaborations and partnerships, and there was even some talks about licensing. But at this time now, no, I think the time for collaboration is not now.
And to be honest, I'll give you guys your credit, man. 5 years in, starting something as ambitious as trying to document Nigerian music consumption. We've been a part of the journey. It's part of the inception of this space, honestly, as to Turntable coming into the scene. And for sure, you guys have grown over the years, and to the place where you are right now, to be able to even help with certification as well. There's so many things that you guys have contributed to the documentation of Nigerian music. So I have to give you guys your flowers. And essentially that was what was behind my tweet earlier. It's just to acknowledge that, hey, before we get a juggernaut coming into the space, that just recognize what has been homegrown, recognize what has been put in place by our very own before. Just recognize, just coming from a place of recognition. Like, people should just recognize that this is not a novice thing to be able to chart in Nigeria. And yeah, shout out to you guys for making that possible. All right. I'm gonna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's been a nice journey. I feel like, you're correct. This space has been like part of things that we've been doing, and there's a little part of like the need to be able to send like a rundown for this space that also makes it like that sort of like wakes you up some nights that okay, you need to make this work. So shout out to you guys for
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay up to date in terms of updates and everything.
Yes, man. Appreciate it. What are the benefits of having a billboard in the space? I think, yes, on a global scale, even though Turntable was offering this for artists to be able to hold up as leverage. Say they have a song that is charting well, and they can reference Turntable as a point to say, hey, I'm doing well, I'm performing well. Well, in this case, they have more to reference now, not just Turntable. They have another identity, another brand that frankly is, and this is no disrespect to KD and all his efforts, but it's frankly, obviously, a much more globally recognized brand, right? In terms of charting. So I guess that I can see directly as a benefit for artists. I think that's the first benefit that I can think of overall. But other than that, maybe there's more documentation, which is good. Turntable now can also use that as a point of like compare and contrast in terms of data collection. They can explore different forms of data collection. It can obviously stimulate a lot more healthy competition, like KD said, about data collection. Now, Turntable might strive more to expand beyond certain shows that they're collecting data from, you know what I mean? So there's many ways that their invitation here can be a good boost overall. Yeah. So yeah, I think those are the ways I can think of.